What's up, guys? I'm out here, Sac River, at it again, hitting it hard, just checking this water conditions out here, waiting because there's some big boys coming up the river right now. They come up early to spawn. But before I get into this video on the Sac River, just tell you guys a little bit about the mussels. The golden mussels, especially at Berryessa. I just want to clarify it real quick, all the information that I know I want to give to you guys. So if you go there and you haven't got the decontamination, dang, that's a big bird. If you haven't got the decontamination done, you have to get that, and then they give you a red little lock from your boat to your trailer, and that's a quarantine for 30 days. After that, if it's not, the seal's not broken, you bring it back and then you're good to go. After that, then after you're all good to go and you've been cleared and you can go on Berryessa, they give you a green one. And the green lock means you can come back to Berryessa anytime as long as that green lock is not the seal's not broken. So that's from your boat to your trailer. I heard, guys, they are super packed all 7 months. 7 months I heard this is going to go on at least. That's just what I heard. They're doing 50 to 100 people per day. So the Berryessa is looking for recruiting people. They're sending applications out and looking for people to hire because they need a lot of help because this is crazy and they're trying to get a hold on it. So make sure, if you're going to any lakes, make sure you give them a call. I know Comanche is definitely closed. Just call around anywhere you go. Just make sure you give them a call and figure out what's going on. Maybe even just go there and talk to somebody and just to know for yourself. So that's about that. That's all I know about that. I know my boat's gone to Berryessa, to the Delta, so I'll probably just wait for this to cool off in the summer, and then try. Hopefully it's going to be good after that, this June or somewhere around there, so we'll see. Might be stuck here all night. Oh man. Alright, guys, look at that killer combo right there. I got the shad on there, nice and straight so it looks natural, and then I got a night crawler hanging off the back like that with some magic string on there. First we got this crazy mussel, invasive mussel, and then we got a tsunami warning. It's kind of crazy times right now. Alright, guys, so there was a little bit of leaves and debris and stuff, but not too much. So times like this, if you're fishing in the main current like I am right now, you don't need to cast it out that far. Actually, you don't want to cast it out that far because there's less debris on the edges, more of the debris in the center. So just don't cast it out super far right now. And then remember, once you cast it out, it's going to come back. The current kind of takes it back in. Just like that. Oh, stupid. So just make sure you keep spraying it. Keep spraying it and then touching it. Yummy. Should have messed with it first and then sprayed it. And then on my bait, guys, I'm using the Delta shad, trying that out right now. It's not just in the Delta, those shad run in the river too, so that's a real natural food for them. There we go. One more spray. Alright, if you guys are fishing on the bank like I am right now, I just went down this freaking hill right here. I didn't think it was too slippery, but I don't know if you can see my mark. I hope I can get back up this thing. My bag's pretty heavy. I have quite a bit of stuff, but I slid all the way down that hill. I mean, I'm completely freaking muddy. So just be safe out there if you guys are going to fishing spots. Just a heads up, the mud is extremely slick. All right, guys, so I'm gonna be throwing today is this Black Magic here, Texas style, and I got a 1/4 inch weight. I just put this clip weight, you guys can see that, this clip it right here, because I'm about to switch it to a top water because I see a bunch of stuff out here. I don't know if it's just right on the top or if there's a bunch of little fish out here jumping around. So I'm going to cast this a few times, and then I'm going to throw this big pencil top water, pencil popper, and see what the heck's out there. But this worm, guys, if the stripers see this thing, this is their natural food, like the eel that they eat. So, oh, man, it's crazy out here. So I always remember noise and scent right now is key. So whatever you got, any kind of scent, spray it up, lube it up, whatever. Don't fall in the river. And when you're casting this thing, guys, especially this worm, I love this worm, caught a lot of fish on this worm. You want to just cast it kind of against the current and cast it out there as far as you can and just let the current kind of do the work back and see how it's hitting the bottom a little bit. You could feel it hitting the bottom, and that's the only time you want to reel it in. It's just when it's barely hitting the bottom. Just kind of reel it in. And on my bait pole right here, I got some Delta shad, some frozen, it looks like it's getting a bite, some frozen Delta shad. See if I can get down here without falling. Oh man, it's slippery. Holy moly. Nice little footing. Just want to cast it. I gotta go this way. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. Make sure you got some water boots. Oh yeah, speaking of water boots, guys. Speaking of water boots, I got these Kitech right here. These are amazing boots for the price and everything, guys. They're awesome. Check them out. I've had them for about a year now, and I love them. Nice deck boots. Almost looks like there's something chasing it right there. There, just work this thing real slow. You could do different things with it, but you want to get it on the bottom. I want to get it right near that bottom. And these fish too, these fish will see it and they'll follow it. Just like largemouth. Largemouth will follow the prey sometimes, and they'll even just sit right on top of it and just kind of wait for it. They're bullies. They're predator fish, ambush predator fish. And one other thing, guys, that I've always kind of questioned is if you're really loud, like yelling and stuff, does that scare the fish? Well, the answer is no. It doesn't. It doesn't scare the fish. It doesn't scare the fish at all, because the surface of the water, noise doesn't penetrate the surface of the water, which is crazy. Sound travels way better in water than it does in air. So the only thing that the fish are going to hear is if you're in a boat jumping around, or if you're on the bank jumping around or throwing rocks, obviously, or anything like that. That's going to scare the fish. But you can pretty much yell as loud as you want, and it's kind of crazy, but it doesn't scare the fish. They can't hear it. Looks like there's not too much debris in the water, guys. It's looking like the water is getting a lot better. All right, a little tips if right now in the winter, if you're fishing on the main channel, like in the Sacramento River or somewhere, look for the outlets. Fish near the outlets or go all the way to the end of the rivers or near the end. That's where the fish right now are gonna gather up big time, and waiting for the schoolies and the spawning fish to come up there so they could just be ready to spawn out and make a bunch of babies. So the big mamas, they're heading in right now. Got some little bites, guys, but nothing, no fish. Skunk train, baby, but it's okay. The more time you spend on the water, the more you learn, and just the more tries you get, the more better you're gonna get. So just keep fishing, and it'll get better real soon here, guys. These big female mamas right now are coming up the river to sit and spawn, or waiting for spawning season. So they'll just come up in the river right now, come up to the fall migration run. But it will definitely get better for just catching regular striper too. But definitely nighttime is going to be good. That's when these fish, these big ones, are traveling. You guys, if you get stuck like me, dig yourself a little hole right here in the side of the mountain for your foot to lock in, and then grab some. I got a stick right here and just shove it. Get it nice and deep so it don't break, and then almost there. Lift yourself up. Oh, holy smokes.